Have you ever, in the last 50 years, if you've been around, heard any type of pop lick that sounded like the guitar licks that you hear in this song? Because I haven't. Who does that? If you listen to this lick that Alejandro does in the song Dissonant Harmony, I played it on keyboards. And then 1, 6. So what's crazy is that he uses the common elements in pop music, where songs in E minor, by the way, and he's playing an E minor 6. Beautiful. Or on guitar would be and then that kills me. So 1, which is E minor, to C, 1 again with the drums in, very common. So he's taking the basic progression of a 1 to 6. He alternates between those two. Now listen to how he builds the tension. He goes from the E minor to the G minor, which is up the 3rd. And then he puts a... Listen to what his guitar's doing. You've got the power of these licks going up against. But let me get you to understand one thing. When you have a verse, you have a basic groove like what he has. And then the next thing you want to do is create a little tension in the pre-chorus. You don't have to do it on every song, but it's just a lesson in when you're writing a song, some of the tools that are used. One tool is to create a really groove that is infectious. Use that as a verse. Then create a little tension or a lot of tension. So when you get to the chorus, there's a release, there's a payoff. Here's Alejandro's tension moment. Because you don't know what's gonna happen next. And he's just ripping these licks. Now here's the release, payoff. The vocal carries it, but listen, you feel like you've just jumped off a mountain with all the pads and stuff that are going on in here. And so that goes on for about 16 bars, I believe. And then when it comes back to the... it goes right back to it. So we've got 3 things happening here. We've got a groove, we've got tension, and then we've got release. If you can implement those 3 things, and then the first 2 things in your groove and in your tension, let that be the verse. And then when you release, let that be the chorus. You almost cannot go wrong. Alejandro put some serious licks in the tension part. Like, listen to this. And then going into the I love that tension. So when he goes into the payoff, the drums take it and his vocals take over. Now, in further production, if we go down to the second time he does the tension, when he goes into the chorus again, he added a little something. There's a shaker. that shaker appears for the rest of this chorus. And then now what I want you to hear is the bridge. Check out what he does in the bridge. Okay, bridge. You have to listen to the song to know exactly what he played. This is me paraphrasing him. Beautiful. Back to the chorus. Back to the chorus. Now check it out. He's on B flat, which in G minor is the flat 5 of the key. We're in E. We're in E minor. Where's my piano at? He's here. And what he does that's brilliant is he does, it's a G minor. We're in the key of E minor, so he's on the 3rd. And he walks down. These are actually the same chords that are in the chorus. So he just took some of the chords from the chorus, made the bridge by just holding it, which creates tension, and it also creates the bridge section, and he put pads over it. Now, when the drums come in, he starts to walk down. That's F. And that's E flat back to the chorus. Beautiful. Song is brilliantly done. I can't. It's just a brilliantly written song. So what I want you to hear is, in the bridge, it is a 10-bar bridge. There's 10 bars in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then it goes into back into the chorus. And then then the rest of the song. In common practice, everything is 8-bar verse or 16-bar verse, 8-bar chorus, 16-bar verse, 8-bar chorus. Alejandro follows this rule, but he doesn't stick to the rule, because in the bridge, normally bridges are just 8-bar. Everything is 8 divisible by 2 or 4. And he's not adhering to any rules. In other words, the music that he studied, he didn't study to copy it, or implement it, or use it in his songs. He studied it as a guide, like, oh, there's a verse, there's a chorus, there's a bridge. Okay. Do I have to have 8-bar verses? No. Do I have to have an 8-bar bridge? No. Okay, well, I'll just do what I want to do. That's what school is for. You take it as a guide. You do not use it verbatim. It's not like church. Just listen to what we're teaching you and then everything will be right. It's not like geometry or being an engineer where you have to listen to what we do, or else you'll make a building and it's gonna fall. It's you know what I mean? That is the most important thing that we can take from this. Is music is probably the only situation where you can bend the rules, where the rules are okay. It's sort of like science. One day they believe the earth is flat, the next day they were, hey, wait a minute, it's round. Same with the medical industry. Hey, eggs are bad for you. Hey, no, eggs are actually good for you. Should I be a vegan? No, you shouldn't be a vegan. Or should I eat meat? Yeah. It's all flexible. One year they say this, the next year they say that. Music is the same way. Use it however way it fits you. Understand, you do not choose your audience. Your audience chooses you. So put the music out that you feel is going to benefit you, and let your audience come to you. I love Alejandro and how he writes. That is your production tip for today.